Thank you, teacher, for giving us this opportunity to research, to look, and finally to make this short video. So today we will talk about the American management, or the management in America.
Nowadays, we know that America is the first economic force in the world. They are leaders of several sectors, and this power is acquired by a restrictive and rigorous management in the bosom of the firms. So everyone is obliged to respect the rules and everything concerning work. For example, the time in the US is sacred. For this reason, they say that time is a money. So everyone must respect it because it costs a lot and all the economy is based on time. As well, in the US, everyone can learn from everyone and enrich themselves of the others' experience. The goal is to achieve goals. That is very good for the companies which focused on the result, make fun the hierarchical conveniences. On the other hand, the US management is also known to be absolutely focused on the result, reporting key performance indicators. They let the figures speak. This has the direct effect of increasing the speed at which decisions are made, especially at meeting, but the speed in making this decision can generate a bad decision.
In the rest of this video, we will talk about the American culture and the American management style. Also, we will finish the work by a small comparison between the French and the American culture.
We have the impression of knowing well the American culture, but integrating into the US job market is less easy than watching movies and TV shows made in the USA. Brian Hogan, Intercultural Management, gives us some advice to find his place in a US company. The US official has three caps. Manager, he heads a department within the company with a mission, a budget, and goals. As a leader, he shares a vision, inspires and mobilizes his team towards the achievement of objectives. In his coaching role, he develops the skills of his employees and accompanies them in the advancement of their career. In the United States, the relationship with the hierarchy is less formal. Americans, all hierarchical levels combined, are called by their first name, even nickname, and it's not uncommon for the manager to invite his team for a barbecue at home at the end of the day. But informality and respect go hand in hand in a culture with progress is based on results. The manager is first of all the decision maker. After a phase of discussion and confrontation of ideas where the divergence are encouraged, a decision is made by the manager, and from there, all must move in the same directions. American style individualism has nothing to do with the refusal to respect the decision hierarchy. However, in a system built on empowerment and delegation, is not the role of the manager to give instruction. The autonomy and responsibility of manager implicitly include orders. Also, Americans have a vision of time much less elastic. Time management is quasi-sacred, and punctuality is almost moral. If someone is unable to manage their time, how could they manage other responsibilities? Americans tend to do one thing at a time and work quickly. They arrive at work from 7 a.m. and rarely stay later than 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Staying late at night is not a sign of zeal, but rather a sign of poor personal organization. Arriving on time, ending on time, respecting or even anticipating deadlines are normal behaviors. Appointments and meetings are set well in advance, and last-minute cancellations are hardly appreciated. In addition, US companies focus easily on the short term, the reporting system being quarterly rather than annual. Let's move to American communication, which is more frank frank and more direct to indirect communication will often be integrated as a decision of the desire to conceal something. But be careful. Being straightforward and direct doesn't mean being abrupt or brutal. In a culture where one is supposed to say everything, feedback positive as well as negative, essentially Americans will accept positive feedback and reward for a job well done.
America is one of the most advanced nations of the world. America is in fact leader in modern management techniques. The economy of America is a free economy, and people lead their lives freely without much social checks and barriers. They want to lead an independent life and are accustomed to the high and fire style of management. Employment on contract basis started in America, which is being followed by other countries of the world. 1. Process of decision making is quite fast and it is undertaken on individual basis. Decisions are taken at different levels of management by the people or superiors operating at these levels. 2. The system adheres to bureaucratic and formal organizational structure with a specific line of individual responsibility and accountability. 3. American companies meet their manpower requirements usually by conducting campus interviews and inviting people working in other companies. It is helpful in developing a culture of frequent helping. 4. People are more career conscious and are honest to others, their profession rather than the companies in which they are working.
Now we will speak about the difference between the American culture and the French one. So first, many American workers define themselves by their profession. Most French workers don't. People living in the US have a hard time detaching from work. It's because their work underlies their entire identity. In France, things are different. It's considered socially inappropriate to ask someone about what they do for work right off the bat. French workers take more vacation than American workers. The average workers get 30 days of paid vacation every year. In the US the US is the only industrialized country where the companies don't have to offer paid vacation. French workers see confrontation and debates as healthy. American workers generally shy away from conflicts. In French, it's very common to have a very strange open debate or confrontation, and it doesn't lead to a break in the relationship. Whereas if Americans are involved in that same meeting, they would feel that it's arrogant, it's aggressive, and they would try to shut down the conversation as quickly as possible. Now, French co-workers don't share personal information with co-workers right off the bat. Americans open up to new colleagues more quickly. French workers are cocoons. They are hard on the outside, but get softer as you drill deeper. They don't talk about personal information with strangers, and they don't place family photos on their desk at the office. Americans workers are species. They are soft on the outside, but eventually you hit a hard. They tend to be very friendly with strangers and talk very easily about their personal lives with people that they don't have close relationship with.
In conclusion, the idea of a corporate global village, where a common culture of management unifies the practice of business around the world, is more a dream than a reality. Why? Because each management style is very different, but all have a common goal, which is to achieve the goals of an organization. Managers should use the style that works best for them and for the organization, the style that makes them more efficient. The Americans have a controlled time culture. That's why they use their time as best as they can to maximize production. They work also better in groups than individually. Employees are encouraged to generate ideas, to be dynamic, and are very valued for their actual contribution and are all treated with equal respect. The American style on negotiations varies from a person to another. However, there are some characteristics that most of them share. The American negotiator tends to be informal and skip all the main formalities. They go straight to the point instead of twisting around the core subjects. So, what is the secret sauce of management success? One of the biggest drivers of these differences is variation in people management. American firms are ruthless at rapidly rewarding and promoting good employees and retraining bad employees. The reasons are, first, human capital is important. America traditionally gets far more of its population into college than other nations. Second, the US has more flexible labor markets. It is easier to hire and fire employees. So it seems that the United States' relaxed labor policies are what put them ahead of the game, because managers are able to create the best working environment. Companies are composed of the right mix of people in the correct positions. And in addition to hiring or firing the right people, the US has better human capital. More Americans get into college than any other nations, and so the quality of workers is higher than elsewhere. The United States is also highly competitive, and only the most successful companies can thrive into the large and open market. Thank you.